We can't look at the charts alone when we have you on the show. Talk to me about what's going on astrologically right now and what's something that we should possibly be paying attention to in that regard.
Okay, so the most important thing that's coming up is there's some pretty straightforward moon-related information. So let me get the screen up here.
Cool.
Okay, so this is some spurious information. These are all of the new moons since, let's say, go back to FTX.
Okay.
Right? Now, the new moon can bring in, you know, the destructive energy of like Saturn. So it's not shocking that sometimes when you have a new moon coming up, like right now in Australia, overseas, like the new moon is over our heads. So it does look, ironically, it looks a little bit like the pre-FTX top where, you know, it like ranged, it made this big lurch higher and then fell out of bed. Now, I don't think that's what's going to happen as in FTX, but there are a few things to consider. One, the government's got egg on its face after XRP. So if they've got Bitcoin to sell, they would use that ammo now. Okay. Because, you know, the last thing they need is to get embarrassed by Bitcoin, get embarrassed by XRP, have the dollar index unable to get through 100, and then Bitcoin basically go on a rope to 35K.
Yeah.
As our colleague said. And I think the other thing that's going on here is fear of the Fed, right? In other words, the Fed is at the end of the month, like the 25th. Okay. Inflation is at 4%. They want it at 2%. There are reasons for them to hike and not hike, but crypto is pretty smart as a market. Like everyone thinks crypto is a dumb market. That's not true. Crypto is fast. So if there's going to be something to worry about, crypto is going to react first. So if you think about what's going on, if you think about like what our colleague said and what this shows, it basically means you want to be standing down there with a fishing net, right? Like the DCA process for 36, 48 and beyond has effectively begun.